Hey everybody, this is Shannon from alittleadrift.com. Today I am in Mexico, as I have been for a couple of months. I'm still in my little town of San Pancho when I'm filming this. And I thought that I would share with you my apartment because everybody's really curious often on the blog, not only what I'm seeing when I'm traveling in the town that I'm living in. I'm showing you photos of that, but also the quality of life of the apartment I'm living in. So I did this in Chiang Mai, and it was a really popular post, insanely popular. Everyone was really interested in how much my rent is, what my apartment looked like. So we're going to do that today. I'm going to show you really quickly. It's a studio, so it won't take long. This is pretty much the whole of my apartment. You've got the bed right here with the hot pink. And then my computer, of course, leading into the kitchen. And then there's a really large closet area. Can't say I mind that. Lots of space to spread out. There's my old trusty backpacks there. They've been around the world for 4.5 years at this point. Still going strong, both the ones that I left with in 2008. And then a kitchen, which is really different than Asia. In Asia, I did not have a kitchen. You have like a sink, but no stove. So here I have a stove, and it means I can cook, and that makes me really happy. Full pots of pans. There's everything. I have a blender to make smoothies. Command Central there with the laptop. I sit there most days. And then cook. I wanted to talk for a minute about the expenses that it costs for me to live here. I looked through my bank statements, and total, I took out $750 every month for the past 4 months. And that's it. Like, I looked at my withdrawals. There's nothing I pay online that goes toward here. I have a couple expenses in the US, that I pay for. But of what I spend, $750 has completely included my rent, my food, some activities. I have a bike actually from the place that I'm renting my apartment. They give it to me for free to use around town. I kind of appropriated it, but they don't mind me using it. So let's break that down. I pay 4,500 pesos for my rent, which is on the high side for San Pancho. I have really good internet though. And then I guess I would budget maybe $1,000 pesos per week for food. And that's on the high end. Meals here, a cheap street meal will run about 25, 30 pesos, and that's even if you're eating meat. For me, sometimes it's like 15 pesos because I'll just have a cheese quesadilla. But if you're eating meat, you can get out for about 30 pesos, and that's maybe $3. That's for a street meal. You're looking at $2 or $3. And then if you go a bit higher, sometimes when I go out with friends or we're going to one of the mid-range restaurants, you're looking for anywhere between 60 and maybe 150 pesos for a meal, plus a drink, a beer, that sort of thing. So that's like $6 to $15. That 1,000 pesos a week at 12.5 pesos roughly to the dollar, that 1,000 pesos a week buys food, it buys beer, a margarita occasionally. I'm not a big drinker, so none of my budgets, the Chiang Mai one, I got a lot of flack for this actually, the fact that I don't go out and go party, but yeah, it doesn't include a lot of alcohol. I go with friends, we hang out on the beach. Sunset is a ritual here, so we do that. What else? I ride my bike around town. That's my transportation. The bus is run. It's about 40 minutes outside of Puerto Vallarta, which I never go into because I hate big cities. But if I go to Bucerias to see friends or Sayulita, I either hitchhike to Sayulita, so it's free, or Bucerias is maybe $2 or $3 each way on the bus, and it takes 30 to 40 minutes depending on what time of day it is. So that's the transportation. Other than that, the bicycle is free around town, and it gets me anywhere that this one street town has to offer. I can bicycle there. So we have transportation covered, which is mostly free, and it's included in the price of my rent. Food is about 1,000 pesos. Rent is 4,500 pesos a month. Entertainment, there's some things that you can do around town. Once you get to know the locals when you're living here, some friends have cars, so really, my entertainment budget to go to Las Marianas was $50, sort of including a friend brought us there. We paid him his gas and things like that. So it could be a lot more expensive if you're really gung-ho on going to do a lot of things. Most days I didn't. I hung out with friends here in town. This is so different than Chiang Mai. Let me really stress that, I wanted to show what I'm doing here because some people really identified with Thailand and it's been a dream, and they saw that cost of living post and they went, wow, you know, I could go to Thailand and eat this yummy food. But for other people, Mexico is a lot more attainable, the flight's cheaper. It's one of the reasons I like it is I can get home really quickly to the US if I need to. Well, I hope that that gives you a sort of overview of what it's like to live in Mexico. Just a little snapshot because it would be different for everybody.